Try to keep these videos short. This is Trapper Ed. I don't have much memory here in this tablet anymore because I downloaded so many different applications and different gizmos and things to try, and pieces of software and photographs and movies and information. I just deleted all these movies I had. Anyways, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff because that's what conflict does. It promotes thought in a thinking man, in a reasoning man, in a slothful and lazy and careless person. It creates just anxiety and violence, tension, which builds up, and unrelieved creates violence. So America's problem is tensions. If there wasn't so many tensions in modern day American life, there wouldn't be so much violence. There's always a cause and effect for everything. And so the cause of violence is tension, inner tensions between peoples, about peoples, persons, places and things. It's all it can ever be about, because that's all we got to work with. So it's usually about property or a perceived slight or theft or outright mayhem, murder, violence perpetrated against either that person or a member of their family or clique or posse or whatever. And this is how it goes, and it perpetuates itself over and over and over again, because people will not come to the understanding and awareness that what they're doing to themselves. They're doing to themselves. Just like when I post responses to the tweets or the YouTube videos that are put out and produced by Infowars.com, for example. Those people have a way of triggering your buttons, and that's their purpose. They're a hotbed of discussion, of alienating topics, of divisive topics, and their whole purpose is to goad you into responding underneath there, so that the FBI and the CIA and the NSA and the local cops can see what you're about. And I told them, I've been telling them since Albuquerque, since 1978, what the fuck I'm about, but they just ain't listening. So told them back in Albuquerque, man, 1978, March. I was running with the devil, still am. Me and Eddie, still cruising. Dig it? I knew you could. Anyways, let me get a little hit on this reefer madness here. This is stress weed. This is trimmings. This is shit. This is garbage. This is non-product. This is throwaway. This is a waste of America. Beavis and Butthead might have done America, but I'm wasting it. With my sheer logic and profundity. I didn't know that Barbra Streisand had covered the Yes song that they did. What's the name of it? Everything, every little thing, I think it is. And she covered it, and it's in this movie starring Albert Brooks. I just watched it, Defending Your Life. Meryl Streep and Albert Brooks are the main stars. Rip Torn, good acting. Isn't he dead? I believe so. But I don't. Anyway, some people just are immortal. That's a good movie. It's a real tearjerker. It's pretty deep stuff, I think. But what do I know? I'm an idiot. And I like to smoke weed. Sure do miss Andrew. Me and him used to get into some really good jams. Just kind of more exploratory, technological, administrative probings. Way back when Windows was still kind of, unfolding to itself. We were playing with Windows 2000 Pro and making music with a bunch of software he got from work. So he gave me copies, and I used some of them to do some productions later. That's all. I'd like to do another project, but I really, at this point, don't have any material. And all the material that I had been working on is so old that it's crusty. So there you go. That's what happens when you step away from the idea for like 4 years or whatever. And to tell you the truth, I got so burned out on hip hop and the common delivery, what's considered cool. So I'm just like totally down for inventing something else, something new, something different, whatever. Copying some ancient format that's so obscure that people will think it's new, But to follow the same old train down the same old tracks just doesn't. It makes no good sense to me, and it's no fun musically. It is much like the beginning of that movie where the guy's in the brand new BMW cruising down the road listening to a remake of a song that sounded better by the people that originally did it. Their arrangement. And then to not play that arrangement but rather Barbra Streisand's is kind of telling. I don't know, but anyway, what do I know? He's got a brand new convertible BMW and he slams into a semi-truck, or I mean a bus, a metro bus, while he's fiddle farting around with these papers that mean nothing in his life, basically. He loses his life over paperwork. So it's a pretty telling moment, I think. Car, paperwork, bus. We have some vehicular limitations at this point in time in our lives, and I'm trying to resolve that by getting my son to register his vehicle and move on. Pay the fees, register it, pay the fees, do the repairs necessary to get it actually just mobile, running safely down the road, and then worry about the cosmetic repairs at a later date when we have more money. That's what seems the most feasible to me, and the logical order that things should progress, because if you have the vehicle at your disposal, even if it don't look good, you can use it to make money, get a job, drive to your friend's house and borrow the money it takes to fix the thing, whatever. But it seems prudent to get the registration and insurance on it first. As long as it's running, it just needs it needs a power steering reservoir and a jump from the battery, and that's it. That's all it needs right at the moment to run, that and some gas in the tank, and then all the other stuff is icing on the cake. So that's where I'm at with that, and I hope he follows my advice. Him and his mother, they can do it this next week, and then I can hopefully get my motorcycle registered at the end of the week if everything goes right. and insured. Then I can get on the road and tend to my business. So that's my goal this week, is to try to get 2 guys back on the road with the resources that I have to work with. And one of those guys on the road, like, headed back east. Me. Or if 2 guys want to go, then we might be able to swing that too. I don't know. Depends. 2 heads are better than 1. Anyways, I gotta go. I got too much shit on my mind. And these country's problems, there are problems. Our problems are the country's problems. And they need to address that, because they're rocking the boat. We're not rocking the boat. They're rocking the boat. They want to sink the boat. They want to torpedo the ship and scuttle it. That's what their mission is, to scuttle the ship. And we're here to try to prevent that scuttling. So anyways, this is Trap Red.